I'm making puff pastry. Now, I made something with puff pastry, but what I'm going to do with this puff pastry is put it, okay, what I'm going to do with this puff pastry is put it in the, is go ahead and put it in. What I'm going to do with this puff pastry is go ahead and put it in the freezer. Okay. So I'm starting with the butter. Okay, I have flour, 2 cups. I have salt. I think it's a fourth of a teaspoon. I'm not sure. And I have my water. And this is the making of my crust. All right, I'm starting by trying to fork it. And fork it in the flour to get it mixed. But I'm eventually going to use my hands. Then I'm going to put the water in here. And then I'm going to roll it out and I'm going to get the butter. What I forgot, y'all. I keep forgetting I need flour. I need extra flour. And what it is that this is sitting on top of the flour. And I keep forgetting that I need extra flour to mix in this puff pastry. Well, this is unbleached. This is going to mess up my hands, but this is unbleached. This is unbleached flour. Unbleached, and it has no rising in it, no baking soda or anything like that. And all I added was salt. Okay. 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 Okay, let me mix all this up. I should have got some gloves, but it's okay. My hands are clean. Alrighty. Alright, this is the start of me making this puff pastry. It came out great. It worked great. Yes, it did. And it worked good. But when I was creating it, I thought it wasn't gonna come out right. And I said I was gonna make a second video for you to show you how I made it. It came out flaky, fluffy. And I have enough butter and margarine in here. I'm adding butter and margarine. And let me move this out some. And I'm going to cover this board. Yes, I am. Because, you know, getting that dough off your board is not easy. I'm trying to get all these crumbles together. Now, this butter that I'm starting with is soft. It's room temperature and it's soft. I let it sit out overnight to soften. But what I'm putting in this puff crust pastry isn't. Now I use 3 to 5 tablespoons of water. Or as needed. You could just take this, start mixing it, add the water, and put it in a huge food processor, which I just bought a little one. So I'm gonna try that next time if I have a large food processor. Alrighty. Okay. Think about the food processor, a huge one. It could really need this. But, okay. I hear the butter out last time. Early enough. But, okay. And I'm making puff pastry. Something I tried to make it. And man, it came out good. You didn't see how, when I got it right, how puffy that flaky that crust was. And I said, but it is buttery. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, where is my butter? Oh, here it is. My one stick of butter. I think I got more than what I thought I had in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got 3. Okay. I'm going to use 1 stick of margarine and 1 stick of butter. And I think I'm going to take this stick of butter and wrap it up in some foil. I believe I got some more margarine left to make sure it don't have that refrigerator flavor. Let's see. I thought I had some margarine left. I don't. Well, I started to use 4 sticks, 2 cups, and then I stood up there and I saw how it was acting, and I decided I was just going to use 1 cup. So I'm going to roll this dough out. Oh, I might need it just a little bit more. So I might need this dough just a little bit more. Not that much. This table is just moving. So I'm going to put some flour on my rolling pin. Move the butter and margarine over here. Alrighty. I'm not keeping that because I'm going to, you can let it sit in the refrigerator for a while if you want to. But that's because the butter was gets too hot. You can't let it get hot. But I'm just going to keep rolling it until it gets in there. Because I remember how it was the first time I did this. It was horrible. I was sitting up there looking at that. I said, what in the world? Okay, I'm trying to get it as wide as I can. And I think I got enough flour for it. I don't know. If I don't, I just have to take it down and get more flour. Next week, I'm going crabbing. I'm putting margarine and butter, but what I plan to do is put a mixture of margarine and butter. And I'm using like 1 cup. I think you're supposed to use 2, but I'm not using 2 cups. And you know, I'm not using 2 cups and the reason why I'm not using 2 cups is because, yeah, because I tried it with 1 cup and I couldn't, and it was so horrible that I said I ain't using 2 cups. But you're supposed to use 2 cups of butter. I don't know, man. But it might turn out better this time. Now the thing about margarine is that it most definitely isn't like butter. It's like it, but it's more, the butter is still hard. Margarine is soft. Okay. Oh, no, I ain't doing that. I saw them doing that. They took a pound of butter. All the butter over here. So, here we go. Okay, I saw them do that. I was watching Julia Childs, and she had a chef up there, and he did this, but he used 2 cups of butter. But I don't know what his recipe was. And he rolled it out better too. Now this is what I hate. Rolling this stuff. And it most definitely didn't act right. Oh, Lord. See? Look at it all peeking out. Oh. You gotta keep rolling. He rolled it 3 times, but I just kept rolling. Because of like big peaks, and they're not. See, that butter is not like margarine. That margarine I had, that Imperial, it just goes, it's not as thick. Butter is, oh, look at this. What I hated about it. Where you going? This took so much time. Don't let it put it in there like that. This stuff gotta melt into the flour. I got so discouraged. I said, what in the world? But it came out flaky and fluffy. I mean, it did. It really did. And that other batch, man, I lost butter. The other batch was flaky and fluffy. The apple turnover, nobody watched. I guess because they watched me make the other turnovers. And I took the toe out of potato, the T-O-E. Oh, Lord. I said, what in the world did I do that for? I took the toe out of potato. Look at that, the butter is finally, look at it. Ooh. No, I ain't had nothing like that. Now the margarine is already into the flour. You can manipulate it, but the butter, it has to. Well, it's not going to melt down, but what I did was I just kept working with it. They said work with it and then put it in the refrigerator for a couple of minutes, for 30 minutes, and then come back and work with it again. I'm just going to work with it till I work it right. Because they don't want the butter to start melting. I understand that. Until I get it where I want it. Alright. This is not where I want it. Alrighty now. It's getting there. You see, this piece of butter is getting nowhere. But you can't let the butter melt or get really, really soft. When the butter gets soft, it defeats the purpose. So the margarine will get soft because it's automatically soft. When the butter will still stay like this. Okay, I got pieces of butter that's not conforming. I make these pieces of butter conform. Conform. So I gotta fold them in here. And this piece isn't conforming. But I'm getting ready to wrap this up soon. Look at that. Oh, Lord. It's getting too soft anyway. Look at it. I still got pieces of butter sticking out, not conforming. And next time I'm going to do it the way he did. He used the whole sticks of butter. He didn't cut nothing. And I'm going to do it his way. See if his way works better. See, I have never, this is my second time making puff pastry. And it's not as hard as you think. I don't know how much flour he used. I just used 2 cups. And I don't know what the ratio is to butter. Sometimes use 2 cups of butter to 1 cup of this or that. And 1 cup of butter to 2 cups of flour. I don't know. I use 1 cup of butter. That's what I meant to say, not 2 cups. 1 thing of butter, 1 thing of margarine. I'm going to, because I was up there rolling and it went off. And so, all right, I hope this don't go off again. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not supposed to work it that much. I'm only supposed to do it 6 times. But I know I did it 15 to 20. Okay. All right, let me give me a piece of foil. This is perfect for me. The next time I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to flatten this dough. Okay, I'm going to take this and put this in the freezer. And I'm not just going to put it in foil because I know I'll be looking for it. And what I'm going to do with this puff pastry, I'm going to make another one the way they did. And I'm going to flatten the butter. Put the whole sticks in there and flatten the butter. So what I'm going to do with this puff pastry is go ahead and sit it in the freezer. Let me try to get the air out this bag. And sit it in the freezer for a day when I want to make something like a turnover or something. I mean, it was good. I'm going to make savory turnovers too. I'm going to make them both. Okay. Thank you. Like, subscribe, tune into my channel, share, and you have a blessed day.